Hello, this is Dr. Anju Singh. Again, these are a series of short videos I am creating to share with you how I promote diversity, inclusion, and create a culture of belonging within my classroom. So today I want to share with you 5 elements of creating an equity mindset within the classroom. And these are some things that I learned when I did the Kuplu course over fall 2020. So the 5 elements of creating an equity mindset. First of all, why is it important to have an equity mindset? Our students in our classroom, the way I share with them is they're all capable of being successful in the course. But their journey to that success is going to be different and unique. Each student has a different learning style, right? Each student is different. So their journey to success is going to be different. The more they know about themselves and their learning style, and if they are comfortable sharing that with me, then I am able to help them a little bit better, right? And so knowing that our students are different and offering them an opportunity to find their way to success is why the equity-minded an equity mindset is really, really key to students succeeding in a classroom. So 5 elements of equity mindset is number 1, self-awareness. We ourselves must be very aware of who we are, what our ethics are, what our boundaries are, what our privileges. How am I showing up in the classroom, right? Because we have our limitations too. We have our privilege that we bring in. We may have our shortcomings. We may have our, for lack of better word, our baggage we bring in. So we have to be self-aware of who we are. So that self-awareness is one critical part of having an equity mindset in the classroom. Number 2 is always being critical of race. Having race consciousness is very important. A lot of people say, I don't see race. When they make that statement, what they're really saying is, to some extent, is they don't see certain people. That means they see everyone as equal, and everyone is not necessarily equal. Everyone's different, everyone's unique. And it's not just about race. It could be about seeing people as queer, seeing people as having learning disabilities, being on the spectrum, having physical challenges. So being critical and conscious of where the other person is. So we need to be aware of where we are, and we need to be sensitive and critically aware of where our students are. And I'm saying students because this is in the context of a classroom, right? Because this awareness of who we are and where our students are becomes a critical part of how we move forward. The third important element would be design focused. Design focused means the design of our classroom, design of how I carry out instruction, the design how I make assignments, how I evaluate, how I make decisions about being flexible, giving extra time, giving extra credit. Everything that my course is designed around, the center of the design of my class, the center of how I carry out my class, has to be designed around that equity mindset, right? It needs to be centered on equity. So if I know I've got students who are on the spectrum, if I know I have a student who's more audio, is an audio learner or a visual learner or a hands-on learner, if I know my student population, then I'm able to give a few assignments and tasks for them that they realize that I'm going the extra mile, if you will, to give them an opportunity to learn equally like everyone else and perform equally like everyone else. So how you design your class, it's very important. The next is knowing your system. Knowing in our institution what facilities are available for our student. Like within this last semester, I know we had students who were financially struggling. Either they lost their jobs or, for whatever other reasons, they were struggling to put food on the table. They were not sure if they had a roof over their head. So when they've got those kind of stressors, how are they cognitively going to be able to learn? but now we know we have CARES at HAC. So being able to reach out to CARES and them being able to reach out to the student or letting the students know that this facility is available and they can get some help has been very helpful to our students. Part of the whole system and the influence of the system and the influence it has on our students is always being mindful, how will what we do in the classroom impact our students when they go outside the classroom? So that's again talking about what system are we working in and how within the system can we help our students succeed and provide them resources. And the fifth element is evidence-based. Try to collect the data or find the data if it's out there to give an insight into how are the students doing? Are there any achievement gaps? What kind of students are we seeing these achievement gaps in? So collecting the evidence or finding that data, doing the research, or seeing if there are other institutions that have the data and what's working and helping their students succeed. So again, a quick overview, the 5 elements of equity mindset is number 1, self-awareness, critical race conscious, and I would add to that just critically being conscious of diversity within our classroom. Design focused means the course must be focused and designed around diversity and equity. Systems influence and evidence-based. All right, I will share a few more bits and pieces of what I've learned during the Kuklu course in the following videos. Thank you.